Hello, everybody, and welcome back. These are the horror movies that we loved of 1952. You're watching Yesteryear, and today I'm Tony. If you haven't already, click subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's go ahead and check out the horror movies that scared us, the horror movies that we loved of 1952. First up on the list is Ghost Ship. A luxury ship is haunted by the ghost of a crew that had disappeared off the ship years before. Ghost Ship, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Released in 1952, this is a classic horror movie of its time. Kind of eerie. Ghost Ship. Check it out. Next we have is Auron. A scientist creates a beautiful, perfect woman. But since she is an artificial AI, she seems soulless and with no sense of morality. She brings ruin to all around her. Auron. Horror and sci-fi. This movie would do well in 2023. Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla. Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla. Two goofy entertainers meet a mad scientist on a jungle island. So check it out. Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla, which is a comedy, horror, and sci-fi. Next up we have is Captive Women. In a post-apocalyptic New York City, three tribes of mutants, the Norms, the Mutants, and the Upper River people, battle each other to survive. Captive Women. Sci-fi and horror. Next up we have is Invasion USA. A group of people at a bar witness the unfolding events of a Soviet invasion of the USA. Invasion USA. Drama, sci-fi, war, and horror. This movie would do well, remade right now in 2023, don't you think? Next up we have is Radar Men from the Moon. Action, family, sci-fi, and horror. Strategic targets on Earth are being destroyed by an unknown weapon. Imagine that. Government security head Henderson suspects it's an atomic ray originating from the moon. Red Planet Mars. An American scientist is able to contact and communicate with Mars with shattering political, economic, and spiritual repercussions. Drama, sci-fi, and horror. Next up we have is The Black Castle. Adventure, horror, and mystery. Man investigates the disappearance of two of his friends who were the guests of a sinister Austrian count. The Black Castle. Murder, mayhem, and mystery and horror. So if you want to be thrilled and spooked, watch The Black Castle. The White Reindeer. Drama, fantasy, horror. A newlywed woman goes to the local shaman to get some help with her love life, but instead she gets turned into a white reindeer vampire. Can you believe that? The White Reindeer. Next up we have is Zombies of the Stratosphere. The invaders come to Earth to create an H-bomb to blast Earth out to orbit so that Mars can take its place. Zombies of the Stratosphere. Action, adventure, sci-fi, and horror. So check out Zombies in the Stratosphere. Now what you're noticing in the 50s are a lot of movies about, well, obviously sci-fi. Horror joins the sci-fi genre. And it's mostly about, again, outer space, traveling out into space with moon, monsters from Mars, zombies in the stratosphere, invading Mars, invaders from other planets to Earth, saying you better clean up your act or we're going to blow you up. So, again, we're away from the monsters, but now we're into sci-fi. Sci-fi takes over in the 50s due to the Cold War era, and Russia is the enemy, and they want to invade and attack Earth, or I'm sorry, attack USA, But then you have a lot of weaponization, going to the moon, what's in outer space, Mars, Martians, and whatnot. So those are the movies that were scaring people back in the early 50s. What are your thoughts on the horror movies that we loved of 1952? What do you remember of these movies? Are there any movies that I left out of 1952? All right, you're watching Yesteryear today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, leave them below. Again, if you haven't already, click subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm Tony. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.